to the gym, didn't sleep. I stayed up the whole night because I had to finish the video. Yeah, had to finish my video, and then I finished it, and then I was like, I can't go to bed because I have like 2 and a bit hours until I have to actually get up. So yeah, I literally couldn't go to bed. So I decided to watch some YouTube videos, start my bullet journal for next year. What is so cold?
I'm standing outside my window. 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 I was standing outside waiting for you. You were always taking time, baby, playing it through. I was calling out your name, with my eyes on the wall. You were running like a ghost from me. You were running from it all. You got me waiting, I'm on fire. You got me waiting.
Hi. I feel like I have not filmed a sit-down video for such a long time. Also, I'm filming it on a phone, so if it's like... No, I'm sure it's a good quality, but I am filming it on the phone. That's because I can't get my camera and I can't be asked to film it and set it up, and like it's a lot more hassle to film it on my actual big camera than to filming it on my phone. But also I'm not going to talk about long. I'm not going to talk long. I just wanted to come up here and just talk about 2022. It is 2nd of January now, so happy new year, Merry Christmas and happy new year. I did post a video for New Year's outfits, so like a little bit of a lookbook, which I'm so proud of and like everyone loves, and like some of my friends have said that it looks amazing, which I'm very, very glad and happy about because I spent so much time on it. So if we have not addressed the issue yet, I do look like a gremlin. Yes, I know, I look like a psycho. I cut my hair off, just a bit, just a light haircut, but I think it looks good. I mean, it's okay for now. When it starts growing out, that's when we have an issue. I wanted to quickly come up on here and just talk about goals, just talk about 2022, just talk about life in general, talk about my 2022 goals, which I actually just wrote today. This is my new planner. It's like a, I don't know if you can see, but it's a dotted planner, so I'm going to be doing my own planning. I do love a pre-made planner, as anybody else would, but I just prefer doing it myself. Like, I'm a very independent person, and also I like something a certain way, and I also like decorating and like colouring, like I'm a creative person. So I thought, why not get a bullet journal and do it myself? Yes, it's going to take me so much more time. Yes, sometimes I will not be probably using it so much because I wouldn't have planned it before, because I'll be probably lazy with it, but it's fine. It will make me motivated to do it. Also, I'm very sweating. This is a really nice jumper. I got it from TK Maxx, but I'm sweating. Anyways, so let's get into the video. I will just talk about 2022. So 2022, one of the things that I want to do for 2022 is cut my hair off. Let's start with that. Let's start with it, you know, with the obvious. I wanted to cut my hair because I needed a bit of a change. I wanted to cut it. One, I want to grow, because basically before, if you haven't seen me, actually, let's introduce ourselves. Let's backtrack. Hi, my name's Alex. Welcome if you're new. My name's Alex. I am a university student in my second year, and I study fashion journalism, and I live in London. So I think that's the basics of it. I am trying to grow my YouTube channel. That's one of my goals for 2022, but we'll get that into, you know, later. Nice to meet you if you're new. If not, so welcome back. Yeah, so before, I used to have long hair up to here. I'll insert a picture here, but then I decided to buzz cut it on Friday, on 31st of December. I don't know how I got there. Like, I just booked an appointment 2 weeks before that. I was like, I'm doing it. I was very, very adamant to do it anyways, but I was like, I need to do it because, one, I bleached my hair. I had highlights in, which obviously highlights, you need to bleach your hair, which obviously damages your hair quite a lot. So naturally, my hair was very frazzled. It just wasn't, I wasn't really happy with it. The highlights, love the highlights, but they frazzle your hair. December came and I was like, I need a change. So it was either just not dyeing it anymore, well, dyeing the colour but not bleaching it anymore, and just cutting the hair until all of the highlights are gone, which would probably take a very long time, or just shaving off. I was like, I need a change in 2022, so I was like, I'm cutting it. I am shaving off. I'm buzz cutting it. I was scared. Hair is not everything. Hair, like you see, I buzz cut it. I'm fine. I'll probably have a breakdown when it starts growing out and looking like complete and utter dog shite. One of the big things I wanted to start off with 2020 is to cut my hair, and I did it. I'm here. I look great. I do look like a rat, but a cute rat. I started off this year by thinking, okay, I made 2021 goals last year. They were, let me tell you, those goals were not, like, they were nowhere near good, and they were nowhere near reasonable. They were, I don't even know where they are, but I think that I can remember some of them, and I was just thinking, like, you can put a lot more effort into it. Like, I decided to make 9 goals, not 10, 9 goals, because one goal is left if I decide to do something sporadic. Jump out of a, actually, talking about that, me and my best friend were literally talking about, I was like, oh, would you skydive anytime soon? Or like, would you skydive this year? She's like, I'm not opposed to it. So, you know, something like that. Like, I want to leave one goal that if I really want to do it, or if I really want to, like, for example, I'm midway 2022 and I have 6 months left, I come up with a new goal, I'll write that down as my last goal. These are the 9 goals that I have come up with, and I think are reachable, are tolerable, and I think I'd be happy with. Like, I am happy to finish 2022 and complete all these goals, because there's no reason why I can't complete them, except one, I think. So first one is be kinder to yourself. And me and my best friend Charlotte, we've been talking about it. I've been talking to other people as well about it. Is that a lot of people need to learn how to be kinder to themselves. In terms of, if you, for example, don't do so well on a test, or if you don't go out to the gym the next morning, or you just decide to spend the whole day in your bed. Like, that doesn't mean that you should be harsh on yourself because you haven't done anything, or because you haven't done the best for yourself that day, or because you're not happy with what you've done that day, or you haven't achieved something that you set out to do that week. Like, it's fine to miss out on something, or do something wrong, or fail, but don't be harsh on yourself because there's always tomorrow. Don't be too harsh on yourself. Be kind to yourself, pamper yourself, take out yourself on a dinner because you've aced the test that you wanted to ace, or you passed your driving license, or passed your driving test and got your license, or something like that. Everyone's been through so much that everyone should be kind to themselves this year. Next is, for me personally, learn a new art form. So by art form I mean a language. It could be an instrument, it could be a language, it could be, you could learn to draw, paint, whatever. For me, it's a language, because last year I was meant to go I was meant to go this year to study abroad, but that never happened because things failed. I wasn't chosen. I was kind of like, I was very, very emotionally upset because that was one of my dreams, going to uni to go and study abroad, but that didn't happen. And I was so set on going that I bought so many books. I bought so many books to study Italian. I have books I have 2 books for Italian, I have a dictionary, I have so many books for Italian, language and learning Italian, that I probably haven't touched them for 6 months because I was so upset that I wasn't going to go and study in Italy abroad. That I was like, I'm not doing that. I'm not studying the language if I'm not going. But I thought about it. Italian is a beautiful language. I do want to live in Italy one day. I do want to live abroad. So another language, or adding another language, especially for a career like mine, in going to fashion, whether it's fashion styling, fashion journalism, fashion whatever, another language, especially Italian, because Italian, Italy, clothing, fashion, it's there, is always beneficial. Next goal, actually no, about the Italian, I do want to also, I put to get my A1/A2 certificate, which I think is like a beginner certificate. So I think having that goal of reaching myself to that level to be able to get that certificate will be amazing. Like, I'll be very happy if at the end of 2022 I go into next year with a certificate of A1/A2. Next, third goal is to read a book a month. So I do have probably like 4 books aligned. I have started reading again, and I love reading, and I forgot how much like reading is beneficial because I do journalism. So reading expands your knowledge of vocabulary, but also it's fun. You learn a new story, you learn something, whether it's about, because I do like the books about like self-motivation, self-help, like those kind of books. I do love them. So I have 4 books lined up like that to read in 2022. 4th goal, save a certain amount of money each month. So I am pretty good with saving money in terms of like, I take them out cash and I put them in a jar, because I'm a person who likes to spend money. Who doesn't like spending money? Like, come on, who does not like spending money? But realistically, I think it is easy to save money, because for me it's easier to take them out and put them in a jar or put them aside instead of putting them in my savings account or my bank account, where I can easily transfer them over to my main account and just spend it over. Like, that's so easy to do. But I think for me, I literally put them in the jar, because that's how I save money. And then if I'm using them for a new car, if I use them for a holiday, or if I use them for something like a IT equipment or whatever, like, I will use them at some point. Save a certain amount of money each month. Fifth goal is grow my YouTube channel to 50k by the end of the year. That is a very big commitment, but I think 50k is not too large amount of people. It is not 500,000, it's not 100k, it is 50k. So I think for a whole year, if I dedicate myself to posting, quite regularly each week, or every other week if I am very, very, very busy, I think it is manageable. I think I just need to be very, very efficient with my time and my planning. Hence why I have a planner now. I do always have a planner, but a planner that I can do myself each week. So I think it is an achievable goal. 50k, please get me to 50k, because you're the main people that will get me to 50k, but obviously I need to post out more videos and I need to be consistent on YouTube and Instagram. So I do get that, and I will try my best to be consistent. So please do hold me accountable if I don't post, you know, each week or every other week. But yeah. 6th goal, travel to Italy or Paris. No, travel to Italy and Paris. No, I said France, didn't I? No, I said Paris. So I do want to travel to Italy, and actually I'll change Paris to France because I love France. Like, I love anywhere in France I would go. So Italy and like France are the 2 places that I want to travel in 2022. 2022, it will be the year that I will travel. I do definitely want to travel. I'll save money. If that money that I save aside each month goes towards traveling, like, I don't mind, but I do want to go and visit Italy. I was meant to go and study abroad. That didn't happen, or it's not going to happen anymore. So I definitely at least want to go and visit Italy, whether that be for a few days, a week, a weekend, whatever. So definitely want to go. 7, make more connections. I feel like, funny story actually, let's get into it. A bit of a story. I know I'm actually very into the video, it's like 21 minutes long now, but I know someone on YouTube that I've been, not YouTube, on Instagram, that I've actually DM'd a few times, and we've been DMing back and forth a few times, and he's a really nice guy, or at least he seems like a really nice guy. But I saw him that in the other day in the gym, because we go to the same gym, and I was already anxious because I usually go very early in the morning. Like, I go at 5 a.m. in the morning, half 4, 5 a.m. in the morning to the gym, because it's empty. I can do my own shit. I can, you know, get in, get out. But I decided to go to the gym on that certain day. I can't remember. It was this week at some point. Was it this week? Last week, this week, something like that. At like 11, half 11, like p.m. a.m. and in the morning. And then I saw him there, and I was already very anxious because the gym was so full of people. Like, it was so crowded. I was so anxious. I just started working out, and he was literally right next to me. He was working out right next to me, and I wanted to say something. Actually, no, I bumped into him going out to the lockers. Didn't say anything, because by the time I actually got to where I was working out, I just only processed that it was him. And then he came next to me to work out. Didn't say anything. He didn't say anything. I should have said something. I should have said hi. I should have introduced myself in person. But I was already so anxious that I was like, I cannot do that. I cannot introduce myself right now, because I will probably like shit myself. For connections, I want to make more friends and more connections this year, because I do have friends, and I have a couple of friends that are very close to me, but I do want to make more friends and connections this year, because connections are very key, especially in the fashion industry. Without connections, you cannot get anywhere. Actually, not in the fashion industry only, but in any job. Goal number 8, try and break into the modeling industry. So this is another thing. I just feel like the modeling industry is very harsh. It is very tough to get into, but if you really believe that you want to get into it, and if you think that you can do it, and if you think that, you know, if you want to really try, you can do anything. You can get into it if you really wanted to. I know I probably will not be tall enough to get into the, you know, the catwalking into the modeling industry, but I definitely do like advertising, or, you know, the campaigns or anything like that. I would be happy to model, because I know I've always liked to model. If you go and see my Instagram, I have a few pictures that I've modeled in. So I don't know, I do like taking pictures, and I like taking pictures, and I like pictures taken of me, if that makes sense. But I definitely want to try and get into the modeling industry somehow in 2020. That was one of my goals for last year. That didn't happen, and the reason why it didn't happen last year and this year it should happen is because working out, my body is not model ready, and I think that's one of the reasons why I was so harsh to myself last year when I didn't work out, or when I stopped working out, was because I didn't really like, to be able to get into the modeling industry, you have to really work out and have a good diet, and I didn't. That wasn't it in 2021. But try and want it. I would try and make it happen. But if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Like, I would have tried, you know. Last goal: be more creative. So I think 2022 is, like I said, a year that you really should be getting on with things that you want to do. Like, don't do things that you don't enjoy. Don't do things that you don't want to do unless you really have to. I do want to be more creative, and whether that will be doing a lot more for YouTube, or whether that will be doing a lot more for me, whether that will be just drawing, or just like writing, like whether that's just like writing articles about fashion, like that is still being creative, or if that's like organizing, that's still being creative. Like doing more creative things make me happy. I'm a very hands-on person, I'm a very creative person on top of everything, and it's a very big year. There's 363 days left of the year, because 2 days are already gone. But I think this year is your year, so make it your year. Make your goals, whether that will be just 2 goals, whether that will be just 5 goals. You don't have to have a certain amount of goals. Like I said, everything is possible, so do believe in yourself when you write that goal down, or if you think that you want to write that goal down, because you should do it. Yeah, so share, if you want to share some of your goals down, and discuss goals, or if you want to discuss some of my goals, like ask me more about my goals or something, I am more than happy to talk about it. I hope everyone has a good 2022, and I hope that you, as cringy as that sounds, I hope that you achieve what you want to achieve. I hope your wishes come true, and I hope that it's your year. So go out, be successful, be you, and smash the year, I guess. You know,